All right, what's up, YouTube? BoxingWave. Gonna run through everything that's been going on today. Try to play some catch up. Um, I want to start off by talking about 154. I saw the fight with Sadam Ali and Jaime Munguia. Okay, I knew about the fight. I wasn't expecting to make a video about the fight. Um, I didn't know who Jaime Munguia was until I heard that he was supposed to be one of Triple G's replacement. Um, I didn't even take the time to watch his fights when I heard that news. Um, we all know what happened. Triple G beat Vanis Martirosyan a couple weeks ago, and Jaime Munguia got a title shot with Sadam Ali at 154. So I saw the weigh-in, saw that this was a big dude. Thought to myself, like, hey, he's a big dude. If he's a pressure fighter, maybe he has a chance of beating Sadam Ali, Once again, didn't take the time to look at it. Didn't really care about it until I heard that Sadam Ali got knocked out early. So, I go watch the fight, and I'm sitting watching it, and listening to HBO and their terrible commentary. And the guy is huge. I mean, he might even be bigger than Jarrett Hurd. Like, that guy is huge, He looks like a super middleweight in there, fighting Sadam Ali, a guy that don't even belong at 154, in my opinion. So, I'm listening to people talk about the fight, and people are saying that this was a setup. This guy, Golden Boy set Sadam Ali up and all this shit. I don't believe in that, because Sadam Ali had no business having a title at 154, okay? Cotto was bouncing around from 160 and 154 and picking up titles. Wasn't fighting the real fighters at 160. He fought Sergio Martinez at the perfect time. Martinez was, he was already on a decline. He had bad knees, and he beat him. And then he fought Daniel Gill up there. A guy that is much bigger than Cotto, but a far inferior boxer. Okay, and then Cotto was at 154 for the most part, not fighting the Charlos. He lost to Trout. He lost to Floyd Mayweather. He was at 154 running around when 154 was a weaker division. This is when Carlos Molina was one of the top guys. This is when, what's his name? K9 was a top fighter. Ishe Smith was a top fighter. Okay? Lara was the guy that everyone was ducking at that time at 154. Cotto didn't fight Irislandi Lara. He fought Delvin Rodriguez. He fought guys like that. So, Cotto not taking away, because that's my guy. Cotto not taking anything away from his legacy. But at 154, he really didn't do that much. He really didn't do shit. So Sadam Ali beats him after a 2-year layoff. Okay? Cotto loses to Canelo, takes 2 years off, comes back, chooses to fight Sadam Ali in his farewell fight, and they make it a title shot for the WBO title. Ridiculous. So Sadam Ali wins a close decision, and he picks up the title just like that. And now everyone's looking at him as like he's fooled, because we know that he recently got knocked out at 147. We know that he does not stand a chance against Jamal Charlo or Jarrett Hurd or any other top fighter at 154. He doesn't. Kell Brook can probably beat Sadam Ali. Definitely. Not probably. Definitely. We already know that the first time he got in the ring with a real fighter, he was going to lose. And here comes Jaime Munguia. This guy is huge. He's huge. But not only is he huge, but he was outboxing Sadam Ali. And that's what I wanted to speak on. Like, I'm watching a fight. I'm listening to Max Kellerman, this typical Max Kellerman. This is the better boxer, or the bigger fighter beat the better boxer. And I'm watching a fight, and I'm seeing Jaime Munguia light on his feet, blocking everything Sadam Ali is throwing, because Sadam Ali was very predictable and leaving himself open. you know. And Jaime Munguia was timing him a lot better than the boxer was doing to him. And I thought Munguia, not only was he the bigger guy, so he was able to take the risk and step in and throw that left hook, but he timed it perfectly every time. You know why? Because Sadam Ali, the better boxer, didn't have his guard up. Every time he stepped in with that left hook, they were trading left hooks, especially the first round. Look at the first round. You don't have to watch the first. You don't even have to watch the whole fight. I watched the fight, but every time these guys stepped in to trade left hooks, Munguia kept his other glove up. And Sadam Ali didn't. He was there to get hit. You know, he got walked down and he got outboxed and he got beat up. It is what it is. You know, it was going to happen with anybody, any top 154 pounder was going to beat Sadam Ali. I don't have nothing personal against Sadam Ali. I like the kid. But at 140 or 154, he's not a top fighter at 154. He's not even a top 5. He hasn't even proven, because Jesse Vargas knocked him out, he hasn't even been proven at 147 as a top fighter. You know? He got a couple solid wins, and when he stepped up to fight Jesse Vargas, he lost. It is what it is. You know? He got a golden opportunity, a good paycheck to fight Miguel Cotto. He fought him in New York. He fought him in the Garden. And he picked up a title. And that was it. He didn't get set up. He's not a victim. You know, because this is why I made that rant recently about the best fighting the best. You don't belong there. You don't belong. You don't deserve that title. You know, a lot of guys have been trying to fight at 154, doing what they had to do to get that position. And because Miguel Cotto was on his last fight, and he was trying to take an easy touch, he chose you. You won. A lot of people didn't even expect you to win that fight. But you won. And congrats to you. But these dudes at 154, they killers up there. You know? And this guy was just a sleeping giant. And he knocked you out. It is what it is. The best need to fight the best. And now he put the division on notice because this guy is big, you know, but he made weight. He's a big fighter at 154, but last year, I looked at his box rec. Last year, he fought at 147. You know, he's fought over 154, and he's fought as low as 140 a few years back. He's a big guy, but he's a young guy. He has like 30 fights, and he put the division on notice, you know, and he's here. Now is no easy belts, you know, to pick up. Now, of course, he still has much more to prove. He's not, you know, he's still, you know, we only seen him with one fight. But I was impressed with that performance. Even though he was bigger than him, I thought he had some skills, you know. I know he's a Mexican fighter. I know a lot of people just want to just generalize Mexican fighters with, you know, a robot fighting styles, just come forward, flat-footed, and don't know how to box, just get hit in the head like Antonio Margarito. You know, a lot of people, and they just want to just generalize all of them as a come-forward pressure fighter with no boxing ability, like Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. didn't exist, and a bunch of other boxers, you know. No, he's a good boxer. He's a good boxer. And I'm interested to see what he's going to do. Because I don't think he's an easy fight. I don't. You know, and being that he has the power and the size, and he could bring the pressure. And he has solid hand speed. I think he would be a tough match for some of the top guys at 154. I don't think that would be an easy match for J-Rock. You know, J-Rock seemed to struggle against guys like Ishe Smith. I don't think that Munguia would be an easy match for guys like J-Rock. You know, guys that don't have the toughest chins. Tony Harrison. You know, uh, Munguia is a real fighter. He's a real fighter. You know, and he still have much. I don't want to jump the gun, but the guy's been fighting. Now, it's not like, you know, guys like Kell Brook, for example. He just moved up to 154. That's not going to be an easy fight for Kell Brook. I'm telling you that now. Now, we talking Charlo or Hurd. I'm not saying that they would lose, but what I'm saying is I would pick them to win, but I don't know. This guy might be better than what we think he is. He's still a young guy, and it's not going to be an easy unification match. Now we got 3 good champions. So I'm happy for that, because when Sadam Ali was holding the belt, it just seemed like, well, whoever gets to him first is going to be the champion. You know? Now if Kell Brook wants a title at 154, he has to fight 3 guys that are probably bigger than him and might be better than him. You know? So I don't think it was a good idea for him to go up to 154 anyway. You know? But now we have 3 real champions up there. So I'm very happy for that. I'm tired of the Cotto era. Cotto's done. And, you know, all the super, you know, Canelo moved up to 160. Cotto is done. Now we can finally see who's the real. It's a tougher division now. It's not like when it was 5 years ago. Now we can really see who's the best at 154. You know, now we got 3 guys that are good holding titles, and we still have some top contenders there. So I like the division now. It's starting to shape up to be good. Unfortunately, Andre moved up, didn't fight a lot of people. Jamal moved up, did fight Trout, did fight J-Rock, but I wanted to see him fight Andre. You know, I wanted them to mix it up, and they still couldn't mix it up. But I like how the division is shaping up now, and I like this Munguia guy. He put the division on notice now. So I'm very happy for that. So just wanted to speak on that real quick, and I'm out of here. Peace.